What's good, everybody? J Coffee on the Viv for you guys. Thanks for tuning into the channel. Got a hip-hop blog for you guys now. Check it out, man. I'm sure you guys have heard the story that's been going around for years about Diddy and J Cole having some kind of altercation, some kind of fight. And yesterday, it's been back in the news because J Cole's manager, you'll see the tweet, his Twitter handle is @KingOfQueens. He was on Twitter and someone had put up a tweet. He responded to it saying, yeah, that's definitely not what happened. And in the tweet it said, J. Cole and Diddy scrapped at a VMA after party over Kendrick's Control verse. Diddy was visibly intoxicated and tried to confront Kendrick over the King of New York claim in his Control freestyle. Diddy allegedly attempted to pour a drink on Kendrick and J. Cole intervened. So this is a situation that's been getting talked about a long time, within the hip hop community, artists, fans, everyone's always been wondering, what exactly happened. Now, you'll see here, the manager said that's not what happened and, threw up some laughing emojis or whatever. But I don't know, man. It's like Diddy, it's kind of crazy, man. Diddy, to me, I don't know why. Tapping in the comments, all the fans out there, and let me know your guys' thoughts. I always, coming up, being a fan of hip hop, I don't want to say I looked at Diddy as being soft or a punk or something like that. But I just, during like the Death Row, Bad Boy beef, the East Coast, West Coast. Well, really, it was the Bad Boy Death Row. The media threw that East-West thing on it and, brought a lot of negative energy with that BS, you know what I mean? But during that situation, when Suge went on stage and said, you want to sign to a label and you don't want the executive producer all in the video, you know what I'm saying, dancing and all that, come to Death Row. The way things were going down and what we were seeing as hip hop fans, I don't know why, I always just got the image in my head, and I'm sure a lot of other people did as well, that Suge was this big gangster and Puffy was kind of more soft. Now we know, a lot of stuff is smoke and mirrors. Everyone's human. It is what it is. But the reason why I'm bringing that up is because we found out over the years that Diddy don't play around. Like if, I'm a big fan of the Drink Champs podcast, and there's been a lot of stories that come up on there through the different interviews that they've done, that Diddy's done, pressed a lot of people and ain't playing around, you know what I mean? Like, Diddy's a gangster, I guess, I've heard Nori say Diddy came at him about something, and he flat out said, and it's in a Vlad interview or something, like, I thought he was soft, Mano was not a fan of Diddy, Diddy was not a fan of when Mano did that video and had all the labels, like it was like a funeral with the casket and everything, like saying all these labels were dead. Diddy pressed Mano about that, putting the Bad Boy name on there. And we've heard, it's really looking like Drake got slapped, supposedly. We don't know, over a beat and everything like that. So Diddy's never playing around, you know what I mean? But in this situation, you seen what they said, that this was all over, was the alleged incident, because that's what happens. Is legend has it there was some kind of words that happened and people who were there stepped in. We may never know the exact truth, you know what I'm saying, but word was that it was over that King of New York line, and based on the things that have been confirmed that Diddy has done, pressing people, I believe Diddy probably was hot over that King of New York line, in the Control track. Now, Control, legendary moment in hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Jay Electronica, Kendrick, Big Sean, dope track. They all went in, all their verses are dope on that. But Kendrick shocked the world when he put that King of New York line. Like, that song was dope, and I'm sure everyone remembers the way it lit the internet on fire. Twitter at that time, everyone was tweeting about it. You know what I mean? But if that song would have still been hot without the King of New York line, but I don't know that it may have had the same effect, that it did on hip hop minus that line. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, this is back in 2013, a lot of people were offended. There was a whole, like back then where I used to get my mixtapes and all that from, there was, you know, like bootleggers were putting together a whole mixtape of responses to that song. So many people put out response tracks to Kendrick, My Son, all kinds of different people. You know what I mean? It was a crazy time in hip hop. So, you know, knowing that, what we know about Diddy and what we know about the way people were feeling about that King of New York line, you know what I'm saying? It ain't hard to believe that Diddy, you know, seen Kendrick at the VMAs and had some words for him, you know what I'm saying? A little saucy, was like, all right, I gotta press this man over it, you know. But will we ever know? Will anyone ever come out and really address this situation and speak on it? You know what I mean? Who was there? It doesn't seem like, you know what I mean? It seems like people have said a little bit, but won't really go in on the situation. But yeah, man, I just, you know, seen this in the headlines, and it's just a crazy situation. You know what I mean? It's one of those things in hip hop people will always talk about. But, you know, in my opinion, I definitely believe it was, you know, cause and effect based on that Kendrick Control verse. You know what I mean? I don't know, but let me know what you guys think in the comments, all the hip hop fans out there. Thank you guys for tuning in. Anyone who's new over to the channel, take a quick moment, subscribe, be a part of Team Coffee. We drop daily videos over here, music, news, sports, much more. And I always want to hear what the people got to say. So let's get this discussion going in the comments. Did he really be pressing people, you know? We've heard it, like I said. I always thought, you know, Suge would have been the more gangster one. You know, but I guess he was just doing more outlandish things, you know what I'm saying? Using the gang affiliation he had and stuff like that to jump people or put people in, you know, funny situations, you know what I'm saying? Later on, you know, we've heard some very horrible horror stories, you know, involving Suge Knight. But later on, you know, we seen Suge ended up getting put to sleep. And after that happened, everyone was trying to pop off on Suge, you know what I mean? It was more in the heyday. It was more about the company that Suge was keeping. You know, we've seen Mob James and a lot of people come out and expose that. But has anyone really, like, put hands on Diddy or got at Diddy? Like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, is Diddy the more gangster one? I don't know, but that's all I got, guys. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.